Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. Today I'm going to show you how to build a fern and hosta garden in a shady space, an area that gets 6 hours or less of sunlight, not a lot of direct sunlight. This is the shade area of my garden. The sun actually comes up over there, but it goes behind the trees. It'll get more sun in the spring when the leaves aren't there, but this holly always has leaves on it. And it'll get some later evening sun over here on the right side. You just want to make sure the space gets about 6 hours of sun so your plants get to maximum size and keep their color. Now I like going over to Home Depot or Lowe's. These are probably $6 to $8 plants, but I got them last week on sale. I don't think you can see that. It says $2 for the ferns. Nice different varieties in there. I have 3 kinds of. So here's what it looks like done. I'm showing it to you early, but if you continue to watch, I'll show you how I set all this up. I want to talk about the plants real quick to give you some ideas of what you might buy. And I also added in, I went back out to Home Depot actually, got some coral bells. That is called Bugle Weed, or I think Ajuga is the other name for it. But I got some other plants to add into there, shade loving too. So what you want to purchase is different leaves for structure, different leaf structure. So these are a couple different ferns, so that will add interest. When you're picking out the hostas, different color leaves. And then this one is really cool looking. It's a hosta I've never seen before, but the leaf is completely different. Nice color pattern. And you can see the different color bugle weed. Coral bells, this is grape expectations. And that's also a different variety of coral bells. But you want to mix up leaf structure, leaf color, plant them in, and it'll be really interesting to kind of look at. You don't want all the same color, all the same leaf structure. And then when we're done, we're just going to water it in with a water-soluble fertilizer, just like that. Give it a quick drink. Any organic water-soluble fertilizer is fine. And then once you do that, you're going to just soak in this whole area with a sprinkler, with the hose, whatever. And that's all you have to do for a fall shade garden. That'll be plenty of moisture. Let these guys just get established, and come spring, you're going to see them popping up. After about 3 years, you'll be able to divide these out, put them in different places, save yourself some money. And all I'm going to do is take the lawnmower, cut this space, this grass down to a nice low level, and I'm going to drop in mulch. We're going to just spot dig holes for the ferns and for the hostas, and this whole space will be set up probably in less than 2 hours. Let me show you the whole process. So you're going to set the lawnmower on its lowest setting. So make sure you start it where you're going to cut the grass down. Because if you start it out here and work your way in, you're going to get a big line that you don't want. But I basically cut out this whole space, cut it down nice and low, and just, you know, transitioned it off up to this curve. So the whole space is going to go right into here. We're going to just drop the mulch down. A couple of things, because you're in a shady area, you don't need weed block. I don't even recommend that because it just gets in the way over the years. The grass that we cut down, we're leaving there. Don't rake it out. Just let it break down underneath the mulch. It'll give back to your plants. And I believe I said 3 to 4 inches of mulch. You don't need that. You need about 1 or 2 inches, especially in a shady area. Because there's already a lack of sun, 1 inch of mulch is going to kill out the grass. So I'm going to spread the mulch out, and then I'm going to lay the plants down to give myself an idea of where I might want them to go, and then we'll put them in the ground. Early October, fall planting is a great time to plant. It's cool, so you're not going to sweat as much. You can just drop the plants down just like this, mulch, set them up how you want. We're going to water this in one time, and because it's the fall, you're not going to have to come back and water this. The plants will establish over the fall and winter, and next year they'll come back nice and strong. So the general principle is the larger plants are in the back. Read the spacing on whatever plants you get. You can put them a little more closely than spacing suggests. You know, if they get too big over 3 years, you'll just divide them out. But this is what I'm going to go with for the general setup, and I'll show you how I plant them basically, and then we'll get to a quick water-soluble feeding, and that's all you have to do for the fall to set up your hosta and fern garden. I've put some of the plants in, and again, you don't need to put down a granular fertilizer. There's plenty of nutrients in the soil. And I like using the double shredded hardwood. That will break down slowly over the years. It'll feed the plants, and everything will do really, really well in here. So some of the plants are in. Again, biggest plants are the plants that get the tallest, go in the back. And all you do, I'm going to do this one-handed, just scrape the mulch away, drop the shovel in. You don't even have to move the dirt. You're just going to press in. I've loosened it up already, and you're just going to loosen it up. Again, if I can do this one-handed, you can do it with two. You want to break the roots up if that's needed, and you're just going to sit the hosta right in there. Same thing for the ferns, and then move the soil around there. If you've got clumps of grass or whatever that are in the way, the only reason you need to move it is so that it doesn't stick up through the mulch. But you can press it down, that will break down too, and then just sort of side fill around your plants. You toss that out of the way, and then I just level everything off, and I'll just work my way down here. I hope that gives you some confidence to plant hostas and ferns and create your own shade garden. It's pretty easy to do. Take about 2 hours, and again, I recommend this shredded hardwood. It also locks together nicely. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my YouTube channel, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.